welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your random love reading. Whenever you come across this reading is the right time for you. We are moving into 2020, so it may have the energies of that, but honestly, if you're drawn to it, it's the right time. Valentine joins us. She's just having a wash and finding her spot. There she goes. Okay. What do we need to know? This can be anything. Situationship, single, coupled, I don't know, because it's a random love reading. I just finished the January readings for each star sign. Those love readings are up. I will put them in the description box for you so you can get the link to that playlist. They were pretty good, actually. I really liked them. They were powerful and they were deep and they were quite positive as well, which was nice. So check out your star, your sun, moon, rising, or your star sign for those. Okay, what do we need to know? Ooh, not reading reversals. Ooh, in the main cards. Oof. Oh my God, they're kind of choosing. Ooh, this is really weird. They're choosing themselves. God, this is really strange. Strange things are afoot. Right, one went on the floor. Oof. Oh, hello. Okay, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? Whoa, they're just like... Oh, that's very nice. Okay. I want the one off the bottom. Oh, of course I do. Okay. This might resonate a bit with the eclipse that is on the 10th in Cancer, because the kind of overall energy card that just fell off was the moon. And we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th. Which holds for me some potential. In the middle of the reading, I've got the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm imagining the pentacle as a moon, but a moon that is actually filled in. Oh, she's settled down now. It's a moon that is filled in with work, actually. We're in a kind of Capricorn time. If you think about being sun in Capricorn and then having a lunar eclipse in the opposite sign of Cancer, that nurturing, emotional kind of feel. But the question that's being posed by this eclipse is almost, are you willing to put the work in? Are they willing to put the work in? It feels like emotional work. Is that my emotional work mime? It must be. Okay, notice as well, for the Ace of Pentacles, there is this kind of what I think of as a portal. And if you are willing to put in the emotional work, so whatever that means to you, if you are single, this means manifesting or making yourself the best version of yourself so you are ready to meet the best version of someone else. If you're in a situationship, it's probably got a lot to do with putting the work in on yourself as well, about your expectations, your desires, your dreams, and your self-limiting beliefs about what you deserve in love, I know, and how lovable you are, in order for the other person as well to kind of meet you at that level. And in relationship, again, it's about the pair of you, if you're in an established relationship, putting work in together, emotional work, okay? Now, we can't know everything when the moon is out, you know. The moon is a Neptune card. It's a card of illusions and smoke and mirrors and mysteries and tides and gravitational pull and all of that kind of stuff, okay? The moon is more of a feely than a describey card for me. I'm bound to say that. I'm a Pisces, this is my card, but what am I trying to say? In order to do the work, you don't have to have all the answers. You're not going to get all the answers. The universe is going to expect you to work off an intuitive, emotional Cancerian feel, okay? Cancerians are very emotional and intuitive. They are very feely people. They sometimes don't trust their intuition, but they should, okay? And so should you. Now, I'm interested in a couple of things here. This is maybe just for 1 or 2 people. There is some issue around a third party situation. We've got the 3 of Cups here, which I don't know. It's not coming across in a difficult way, but I've got 2 queens in the reading who are both very strong characters. I've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, the most forthright of the queens. Now then, I want to take... What cards do I want? I want those. I want those. I don't even know what these are. These are either the after or the before tarot. What do we need to know? Yeah, there's some kind of standoff for some of you. This is just for 1 or 2 of you, and it might be between, oh my God, yeah. For some of you, you can't stop thinking about someone's ex because you're worried that they can't stop thinking about their ex. And maybe that's because their emotional hygiene around this subject has not been very tidy, okay? Again, if you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling triggered is what I'm getting for some of you, you may need to work on that within yourself and within this person, with the relationship with this person. In other words, is this tolerable for you? Are you projecting your insecurities onto the other person? Or is there something you actually need to know about, in which case, can you clarify it through rational kind of normal conversational means, okay? Are some of you comparing yourself to someone's ex? Are you looking them up on Facebook and thinking, oh my God, they're completely like gorgeous, whatever, you know, whoever they are, and I'll never measure up, and all those thoughts that we have at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? If that's the case, again, you may need to work on yourself to build that up. For the Queen of Swords, I get the 5 of Swords, and we know that the 5 of Swords is kind of a passive-aggressive card. It's Venus in Aquarius, and I don't know how long we're in Venus in Aquarius, but we're in it at the moment. And Venus in Aquarius is quite a detached... It's a detached aspect. And if you think about the person that you're kind of involved with, you've got them, you know, like a horn dog for this person, but I feel like they're quite detached. They are capable of detaching themselves, but I don't feel that they have communicated that to you in a way that gives you the reassurance that you need. So ask yourself, if you're in that particular scenario, what reassurance do I need? Then we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is someone who's moved into her divaship. She's got Valentine modelling on the card, I know, which is lovely. And she's taking charge. You need to kind of take charge without telling someone what to do. I know. You almost need to take charge of yourself, and the other person, I mean, we only ever really totally have control over ourselves. But it's very important how we're experiencing this particular love experience. Because if we can raise the quality and vibration of our experience, it raises it for everybody else and for the other person and for the relationship. Queen of Wands, the 8 of Swords. I know, the 5 and the 8 of Swords. Both I was going to say both odd numbers, which 8 is not, but it feels odd. Both numbers with the swords that are at odds. You're at odds with yourself, or you're at odds with the other person. And this, and it could do this around the lunar eclipse, it needs to reach a bit of a emotional kind of, that's like a boiling point. I'm thinking of a bubbling kind of pan. I'm thinking of, you know, it needs to reach whatever that is. I don't even know how to say it. It needs to burst. That's pretty gross, isn't it? But it does. 10 of Swords. Now, this does not look pretty because there's a guy with 10 swords stuck in his back, okay? No, he's not looking comfortable. But actually, it's of a more healthy quality than the 5 and the 8. 5, which is Venus in Aquarius, is a kind of offset mental like stuckness. I'm not budging, I'm not budging, I'm not being vulnerable, I'm not being vulnerable, no one's being vulnerable. You know, I'm not going to lift my sword, I'm not going to this, you're not going to that. It's all this. And then with the Queen of Wands, the 8 of Swords, where the blindfold is there, And in this one, I think it's the, I can't work out if he's set, it's quite sinister, if he's setting her free. I think he's going to. That's the way I'm going to put it anyway. She can't see that actually she's not hemmed right in by all the swords. Eights, of course, in tarot are normally and naturally cards of movement. But the reason the Eight of Swords always has a woman, usually with a blindfold and often bound, and with a network of swords around her, is because she is inspired to move, but her limiting beliefs don't let her do it. And those swords are intellectual beliefs, things that you've learned, things that you've thought, and things that you've been taught. Because the 10, for me, that rhymed, the 10 is a completion card, but for me, this is just me as a reader, maybe some other readers too, it is hard lessons from caregivers, family, childhood. It's 10 years old. It's formative years. It's people letting you down emotionally. It's people's emotional unavailability. It's your shadow side as implanted beautifully by those closest to you, probably. That's not to diss the family. I'm not. This is just how we grow up, you know. People do the best with what they've got. But our experiences up to the age of about 10 are incredibly formative. It may be, for some of us, in order to tap into the gift of abundance with a relationship, we have to, access and revisit and heal some of our own wounds, okay? Above that Ace of Pentacles, I've got the 8. And this is a more positive card. It's Venus, it's Sun in Virgo. This is doing the work. I know. Doing the work. Whatever the work is for you. And it works differently for all of us. Let's have a look at Brian and Wendy Frood and see what they have to say. Yes, I'm sure they do. The Fixer. Okay, now, this is a message. There's a lot of difference. This came up for one of the monthlies this month as well, and I can't remember who it was. Might have been Virgo, might have been Cancer. Anyway, the Fixer. This little chap who keeps his mouth shut, and notice that it's the same vibe as the Eight of Swords. He fixes things, but he papers over or he whitewashes over the cracks. He gets out his mop. If you watch my dailies, then you will know that this guy makes an appearance sometimes. And by the way, do make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I will be doing more random love readings, and hopefully they'll pop up on your feed, and more live readings. And make sure the wiggly bell is ding-a-ling, because on a lot of my favourite channels, I've noticed the wiggly bell has gone to sleep and I've had to reactivate it. Anyhow, the Fixer. Don't be fixing. Don't be fixing. This does not mean repairing and fixing in a way of bang, 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 quick, let's cover it up, or I'll make it better, or, you know, I'll be generous, or I'll do the feeling for you. No. No, no, no. You do the feeling for you. I know. Abundance. Look, in order to get in this boat, you kind of got to be the captain of your own ship. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Okay, some of you are dealing with Divine Masculine here because we got the Green Man. The Green Man is my Divine Masculine card. He's like the face of the forest and what makes the trees grow, and all of the drive and the masculinity and the sap and the rising and all of that stuff. Know that for some of you, if you are dealing with a Divine Masculine, that you don't need to be intimidated by what you think is their position of power. Don't put them on a pedestal. Some of you are putting a person and their love on a pedestal. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's not about pedestals, and it will keep them further away from you, okay? We also have the dreaming. This is a beautiful card. For me, this is about getting back into, this to me is kind of divine feminine as well. Getting back into daring to actually dream for the abundance that you actually deserve, because feeling the dream and experiencing the dream is often the first step into the boat of alignment, okay? Particularly if you're into conscious creating, law of attraction. Now, Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer. Oh, I love this, okay? I love this. If you're a Cancerian or have got any Cancerian influences, check out your monthly reading, okay? Because it's nice. Two of Cups, a fair exchange, a blessed union. It is available, but it's next to the Eight of Pentacles, and that is work. Love and work come together with this Capricorn, Cancerian energy, okay? Four of Wands, 11-11, lovely card. Celebration, but also with the Four of Wands, it's like in the Ace you've had that kind of rocket of woof and passion and all that stuff. It has then been planted with the Two, it multiplies with the Three, and then the Four makes this garland, this 11-11, this 2 and 2, where you get this bower in the middle, and it's almost like we've got this far. Celebrate the small steps, okay? Celebrate the small steps. Poof. Chuck Spezzano healing card. Also, we had an overall energy card, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's in an infancy. Celebrate the small steps. And also, if you're thinking of a person, think of their good, I know this sounds really obvious, but think of their nice side. Think of their good stuff. Think of only good feeling things. Try that. And when, of course, more importantly, when you're thinking of yourself, think of the good stuff. Think of the nice things. Oh, I love this. I'm going to take that because I know it's a shadow card. Yeah, okay. We get the higher mind, which is a grace card. Here it is. You elevate yourself. And also notice these, looks like 11-11 with the two trees on each side. And there is the stream in the middle. I love this. It's going to be quite an emotional feeling, okay? Because some of this is navigating your own wounded soul. But if you look at my random love readings that I did over 2019, this is a picnic and a walk in a park with a glass of champers at the end, isn't it? If you've stuck with me this long, you'll remember, I don't know if it was the last one I did. I think I had to have a lie down in a darkened room for about a week. Yeah. Hey ho. Look, we also get a shadow card, which is a victim card of revenge. It's up to you, but this is not going to work if your thoughts are geared towards keeping score. And I know we don't like to think of ourselves that way. And it's not because, you know, we want to feel that way, but sometimes we just feel really hurt. But it's not going to kind of help. That sounded really woolly. It's concentrating on what feels good to you, elevating yourself with the higher mind, okay? And we get yin, which is the feminine principle. I love that. It kind of balances out the green man. We get by the book. Now, when I get by the book, it just makes me feel like throw out the book, okay? Sometimes this can be the little black book of everything that's happened to me, or this is my story. I do feel, and especially to do with Cancer and Capricorn, you know, because that's what the energies that we're in. I do feel that 2020 is an opportunity for, I don't want to call it a new start because it just sounds so greeting card. A new story. That can be a new love story, which is a beautiful thing. Oh, yes. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, Colette Baron Reid, yes. It's telling me to take that one. Yes! Oh, well, that's good. I want 5, actually. It's you. Yay! Right. These cards, I swear to God, they spawn on their own, okay? They do, because I just don't recognise some of them. I've never seen that one. Anyway, right, look. I love this energy. We've got the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender and change. And that's your 10 of Swords energy, where you are burning off old wounds, okay? I suppose it's, I don't get into a whole cauterizing thing because that's gross. But you're rising from the ashes of 2019, okay? Because for some of us, particularly, and this might have been when I last did a love reading, I can't remember, that time when Mercury went retrograde in Scorpio at the end of October and kind of November. I don't know about you, but yeah, I trolled some dark spaces in that time, okay? And it takes fire element to come out of it. The Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. Now that is divine masculine energy, okay? Don't be intimidated by it. Meet it by being the Phoenix. Then we have much more yin energy. As a bridge, we have the Chess Queen, trust and strategizing. Now, trust is in the dreaming, okay? Dream big, dream, don't fix, dream, okay? Dream it. And then we have what I consider, yeah, quite a masculine and feminine energy. The Eagle King, the big picture, and angelic help. That for me, with the Ace of Pentacles, is this portal there. Then we have this card, which is gorgeous, and I haven't seen it before. The Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance and higher knowing. And that is about that. I love this reading. It's giving me an itchy nose. Those of you that watch me regularly will know. But that is a good thing. This is not fully formed at all. It's making me itch my third eye, as the actress said to the bishop. This reading is not fully formed. When you do, as probably lots of you do readings for yourself or other people, some readings feel like some things and some feel like others. This feels like it's amassing. It's kind of, probably because of the lunar full moon eclipse energy, it's bubbling up, okay? Oh yes. I just knew that one was coming out. This is amazing. What else? One more advice card. One more advice card. Romance Angel Oracles. That's the one. Oh yeah. Okay. These may mean different things to different people. Reconciliation. I don't know what this means, but you'll be reconciling in fire and light. Okay, not in shadow and dark. So you have to meet each other in a higher, maybe the 5D, I don't know. I don't really understand that message, if I'm honest. It could be for those in the twin flame community, okay? Soulmate. Not surprised to see that at all. And this one I saw beforehand. Engagement. I know. Now, engagement is moving to a higher level of commitment. That is very possible. There is a very floaty feeling to this reading. Join it in that dreaming. Dream big, dream of abundance, stay with the light. At the same time, do that 10 of Swords work as much as you can. Be kind to yourself. Do the work together or separately. It doesn't really matter whether it's together or separately, okay? Wowzers. Whew, that's a big reading. So do subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Gemstone Tarot. Check out your January readings. Each one of those, yeah, I enjoyed doing those readings actually. Is great. So I'll put those in the playlist. Maybe try and put them in the comments section. So this is your random love reading for right now, and I will see you next time. Namaste.